Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Um, so this is a bit of a surprise stream because these two were not here the last time, so we have to go catch them up.
No, we have not been here. We're
We
not.
have
We
not.
did not do that.
No. So, last we left off, the party, still nameless,
Names are coming.
was names are on the way, Chief.
Names are on the way.
Met up with the maker, supplier, and distributor of the Devil's Tongue, a strange purple powder that seems to enhance magical abilities. It is outlawed within the Maronian Empire. And after taking some and messing about within the lab, they decided to go back and continue with the operation. As they're heading to their next zone to create their travel pattern, it was Levelin at first who spotted a lone kind of cyan silhouette within the distance. It was humanoid by a tree. Pointing it out to everyone, Stacy was the first to pick up a crossbow and try to shoot at it. Instead, accidentally hitting a bird, and by the time they looked back, the silhouette was gone. Once camp was made, there was a bit of an argument about what to do with a ring that Xacome and Levelin found the night before. As this argument was happening, Ericina decided to test some of the magical powder for herself, accidentally draining some of the life force of those around her. A little while after that, Levelin seemed to fall into a trance, walking towards the forest, only awakened when he was stabbed by Stacy. Another great argument ensued about what to do with this ring. This
Didn't I hit him?
I thought it was. I'm pretty sure it was Stacy that hit him.
Damn, I don't know.
I don't know. We have a VOD. We can play it back.
We
we can double check that.
roll the clip.
Roll it. um. Anyways, after being attacked, he woke up, and another great argument ensued on what to do with this necrotic ring. Eventually, it was taken from Levelin and given to Ericina, who later that night chucked it into the river. The morning of the next day, we arrive. Following our intrepid adventurers within their caravan, you two, for various different reasons, were not able to sleep that well during the night. You're barely able to pay attention during the day. You're both kind of in and out of a very light slumber, waking up slightly as you hear a commotion at the front of the caravan. Stacy freaking out, Ericina using some magic and trying to shove the man awake, only to see Shade, who is driving the caravan, the man that everyone is freaking out about right now, to reach forward and touch a light blue orb of wild magic within the forest. There is a bright flash of light, and you two find yourselves waking up on the ground. The it's not stone, it's not the wood of the caravan, it's packed earth, dirt. You look around within the complete darkness, and through the dancing shadows, you're able to see that you're in some strange room. The wall a mixture of stone and earth. There's a door, you think, not too far out, but the room itself is devoid of anything at the moment besides you two.
Are there like windows?
Looking around, there don't seem to be any windows or any source of light within this darkness. There is a ceiling about 6 feet above you. It's a little cramped.
Ooh, oh shit. I am not standing up. That's cool. Um,
Huh.
so a room we're in, huh?
Yeah. We should. I don't know.
So the walls are stone?
The walls are a patchwork of stone and packed earth. Almost like
Mm-hmm. So
it was pressed. Upon closer inspection of the stone, quote unquote, it seems more like it seems more like really packed earth. Um, it acts like stone. You can chip away at it a bit, but it's not like the soft ground at your feet.
Is the ceiling the same way?
The ceiling feels about the same way. You can actually kind of run your hand across it, and some dirt does fall. Nothing seems to be moving too bad, though.
the does this does the ceiling feel like thick? Is it like a thick and juicy ceiling?
A thick and juicy ceiling. Um, I don't know how you tell that. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm here's internally. Well, I should probably. Xacome is gonna roll. Should is investigation or perception here better?
Uh, it depends. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to like find a way out of this dark
Okay.
room.
Well, like I said, there is a door, kind of.
Oh, I
Uh,
missed the part where you said door.
yeah, there is a seemingly an exit a little further out. Um, it just leads to more shadow, though.
So
Huh.
what about the door then?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's my buddy.
Okay.
The
Hey.
I should be checking on the chat actually. But
I've got eyes on the chat. Don't worry.
no, I just for fun.
Fair enough. Uh,
um
so you move out of the room.
so
Sorry.
yeah.
Are y'all moving out, or was I jumping the gun there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
Okay.
yeah, let's
Or
do it.
So, walking out of the room, you're immediately met with a higher ceiling. Thankfully for your back. and it's honestly a little unsettling. The first thing that you notice is that this room is vast. The
Hmm.
ceiling is about 15, 20 feet above your heads. You can't see the end of the room with your dark vision right now.
Hmm.
But from what you can see on the walls and floor around you, there are sigils and writing carved into the dirt, painted onto the floor. And to
Hmm.
answer, the campaign has been going for quite a bit.
We have got. This is our 9th episode today.
Yes, and
Hey.
we've had more. They just got lost to the void.
The Twitch void ate them.
Yes. Anyways, back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Yes.
Um,
Sigils.
I think
it's
Xacome would like to do a divine sense.
go ahead, pop one.
I'll pop one.
So you
Is my
use
divine sense
a
going to be
divine
useful today?
sense. That is always the question.
That is truly the
Um,
question every time.
and it's strange. You don't feel any malevolent presence. You almost actually feel nothing. Not the nothing like, oh, there's nothing there, but almost like there's just a slight void. By the way, someone's mic has gone staticky.
Oh, that's probably
Ooh.
me. I can turn up my input thing. Is that any better?
Yes,
All right. I think my fan AC turned on, so.
probably.
All right. So, this is a room.
And I will say for those that know Draconic, uh,
Yes.
these all are Draconic characters, though they're not written in any sort of form that would make sense.
So it's like keyboard smashing.
Almost, yeah. You can't
So
seem
does this
to
look like?
go on. Sorry.
Just gonna say, does this look like a puzzle? Like this be moved or rearranged in some way?
No, you
Okay, just checking.
um you kind of pass a hand over some of the sigils, and again, some of them are just carved straight in, and the entire wall and floor feels solid.
Hmm. Okay. Interesting.
There
Um.
is more room if you move forward. You just can't see the end of the room right now due to your dark vision. And hey, no metagaming.
Wait, what? I don't. I don't
Zach,
know.
no, Zach. Zach
Oh.
Stonehale. No metagaming. No.
This is cult stuff 100%. Look for a summoning room. Oh, thank you, Zach. Thanks for the hints. Um, no, this is gonna be interesting. I think that the I think maybe I have a light spell or something. Let me see if I have a spell for this. Let me look at my spells. I gotta play wizard because boy do I love having spells.
Spells are amazing. Oh, speaking of which, Shavine, did you get your spells uh in
Do I have them at level 2?
yeah.
Huh. I did not know that. I think I'm gonna have to set that up later then.
Okay, I would recommend taking some time on D&D Beyond to do that. You have 2 spell slots and you can prepare a number of spells.
Alright.
It's kind of like something plus wisdom mod. So
Okay.
let me actually look this up now because I kind of spell slots, spells, no.
This is like every time there's a moment of silence, I want to fill it with me very loudly singing "When Your Dreams Run Dry."
Oof.
But we probably get copyrighted,
Probably.
timed. We
Uh,
got copyright. I can't believe we got copyrighted for non-copyrighted music. It's absolutely tragic.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
it is. It sucks.
Every day is a learning experience on playing with Fate. Every day is a learning
It is.
experience.
You just gotta learn some of this shit.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I think
sorry.
that the best use of time I've done in this entire organization is adding emojis to all of the channels that I have admin privileges on.
Um, so only thing I could find is that you know 2 ranger spells at at the moment.
Yes, I will
Uh,
figure that out after we play.
which
I
is currently animal friendship and goodberry. That's what you have on your sheet. So
Alright. I think I have Ranger playing cards too. I'll probably go find those.
maybe. Anyways, what are you doing?
Um, I think so. I do not have any spells that can do any light, but I'm gonna try and just get closer to the end of the room, and then at the end of my range for thaumaturgy, just make a bunch of harmless earth-shaking tremors ahead of us.
Okay.
That's just a thing that I can do, and I would like to do it.
So you walk ahead about 10 feet, and you can see the end of the room now. Uh, there
Mm.
is a massive archway, once again inscribed in Draconic in a way that makes no sense.
Mhm.
Um,
Can I make some kind of check to understand it?
make me an Arcana check.
Oh, oh, Arcana. Oh, yeah, Arcana. I'm so good at that. Let's go to Arcana. Where is that? That's +1. That's better than nothing.
Yeah,
Did it
not
go?
bad.
Hmm.
I
Yes, that's a really strong and sturdy 10.
strong and sturdy 10. It's magic.
Mmm.
Uh,
I love magic.
what magic it is, you don't know.
I can try as well, but I also have a +1.
You, it's honestly at the point where you're pretty sure Erisina would even have some trouble understanding this. Like it's that jumbled to
Ah,
you. It's
Shavine, I believe in you. I
I
believe in you,
don't
Shavine. You can
believe in
understand
myself.
this. I will
I
believe in you.
also got a 10, which would be an 11, but
Damn it.
does an 11 do any better than a 10? Got that one extra point.
Yeah, is that how much is that extra point
nope.
doing for us?
Nope, I ain't doing nothing. I'm sorry. It ain't doing enough there.
Damn it.
Um, yeah, it's magic. It's complicated. It's a lot of runes inscribed everywhere. Years of
Interesting.
high school. God damn.
Hmm. Yeah, so magic. So
Magic.
did the tremor like do anything 30
I
feet into that
so
little archway?
when you did oh, it's not a little archway. This
Oh,
archway
it's a big
is
archway?
like 40 feet long and goes all the way to the ceiling of this place. Um,
Whoa.
and as you do your little tremors, you knock a lot of dirt loose from the top, and it just all
Hmm.
kind of falls on you and layers the ground in just a like dusting of dirt that covers up the runes.
So it's time to continue.
Yes.
Oh, I think I have a torch as part of my adventurer's pack.
Probably.
Yeah, I think I have that. Let me
That
check
would
my
do
inventory.
us help. Is that how grammar
Torch.
works?
Yeah, I have. I have a torch, and I also have a. Yeah, I can. Can I do a fire in here? Is this? Can
Yeah,
Can I pull
you
a?
can light a
Can,
torch.
yeah,
Like you have the stuff for it.
yeah,
So are you lighting the torch? You're lighting the torch in the room, correct?
yeah.
So
Yes.
you light the torch, and as the fire blazes to life, you look around, and all of a sudden, all of the runes start to glow a dull orange.
Ah!
Oh.
But that's all they do. They just seem
Okay.
to jump to life.
Shavine, I think we should go to the end of the room, and I think we should try to light the runes on fire.
Light them on fire?
I think maybe if we, because the fire is on in the room, it's like the runes are awake now. Maybe if we touch them with the fire.
Hmm. We
See, I read this book in which a guy lit a thing on fire and then it unraveled like a roll of paper. So maybe if we're in this room and we light it on fire,
I
so my character
I
has an
don't
intelligence
know
of 8.
I don't know if it would be safe to light the room on fire while we're in it.
No, we should. Here's what I'm thinking. We leave the room. Also, it's made of
Oh,
mud, so technically, I think
yes.
only the magic parts are gonna catch fire.
Okay. That yes, we should leave before lighting the room on fire.
Well, technically, we don't have to do this. This is a thought. This is something to consider.
But it could work. I mean, they reacted to the fire, so they could continue to react to the fire.
You know what? Maybe we should just leave this theory for another day and continue down the hall.
Yeah.
So, is that what you're all doing?
Yeah.
The moment you leave the room with the torch, the runes glow a little brighter and then dim, darkening once again and leaving the room in shadow.
Hmm.
You walk this tunnel upwards. There's a a sense of fresh air in here. No longer the stuffy oxygen that you've been going through. It feels like you are almost suffocated down there. And as you reach the top of this tunnel, and into the light, you end up in a thick mist. Looking around, you're able to spot two buildings right beside you. The old stone slightly crumbled and being reclaimed by the nature around it. You can see the outline of something. You're not quite sure what it is. About 100 feet away from you.
100 feet away from us. Hello? I'm gonna scream at it. I would make a loud sound.
Hello, 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 hello. You don't get a response.
It just echoes.
It just echoes through the trees on the outside of this grove.
Mm.
So, do you think we should move towards this thing, or do we want it to stay away?
To remind you, again, there are two buildings right beside you. So the options, you know what? Never mind. I'm shutting up.
No, I mean, what? So the options are we have two. There are two buildings beside us, and then there's the forest and the
Yeah,
creature.
like when you walk out of the tunnel, the first thing you notice is the shadow in the mist about 100 feet away, and then behind you are the two buildings, clear as day.
I think we should just keep on forward. Xacome believes that we should just keep forward. We should just keep going.
I would like to get out. Buildings are intriguing me, but we should probably move forward. I don't like the
Oh,
dirt.
if we look up at the sky while we're outside, what does it look like?
It's overcast at the moment. It's hard to tell what time of day it is. You don't see, just kind of looking around, looking at the tips of the trees and trying to peer through the clouds. You don't catch much of other signs of life. Even the birds are silent. There are no bugs hovering around you. There are no birds chirping in the trees. No worms or maggots crawling out of the ground.
Eight maggots. Do we see any of those like fairy orbs that we saw in like the elfin place forests?
Not as you look around, actually. You don't see any of the manifestations of magic within the Yggdrasil forest.
Damn it. Damn it, Shavine, if only we were smart and good at magic.
We are neither of those things, so.
So, I mean, I think we should just run at the creature. If it tries anything, we just kill it, right?
Do we know if it's a creature?
All you see is just a shadow within the mist, about 15 feet tall and 10, 15 feet long-ish.
We can.
Yeah, I say we run at it.
Sure, yeah.
Let's do it.
So you two
Run at
zoom
it.
through the mist.
You go first and you do it sneaky because I'm very not sneaky and I'll immediately be found out.
I can try to sneak, but I think I can sneak.
All right, if that's what you're doing, roll me a stealth check.
Stealth. My stealth is... That is a high number. I got an 8.
Plus?
No, that's 4 plus 4 is 8.
Oh. Oh, I thought you rolled the 8.
No.
It's hard to kind of see where good places to hide and kind of like crouch low would be within the mist, so you just run. Plus it's hard to be, stealthy next to the clang 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 clang
A walking maraca,
of
a giant rain
of
stick.
Xacome's armor. And as you get closer and closer, about 30 feet out, you're finally able to see what this figure in the mist is, and it's the cart. It's the cart you were traveling in. And
Yes.
over to your left, you see the signs of a graveyard.
Ooh. Is the graveyard for us? Are we actually dead? Xacome says that in character. Xacome's like, are we dead?
Dead might.
I mean, we started underground. Does that mean we're zombies?
Are we... Shavine, are we dead? Shavine, this is a very serious question.
We might be.
Damn it. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. Let's peep those graves, make sure they're not ours.
Yeah.
So, as you walk towards the graveyard, the first thing you notice is that the headstones are mostly packed so close together that there's no way that there are average humanoid bodies hidden within them. The headstones themselves are almost smoothed by the elements for how long they've been out. Nothing on them is legible, though you are able to notice that one grave, it's in the first row, very left side, is dug out.
Mm.
There is a mound of dirt beside it.
Is there a stone for the grave?
There is a headstone by it, yes.
Does it have words that we can read?
No. Actually, do me a quick perception or investigation.
Yes.
Do you have good investigation or perception? Because I can give you advantage.
I have a +3 perception.
I'll give you. Can I give the help action?
Yeah, sure.
Oop. Okay, I got a 16 with my bonus.
Don't bother adding the bonus. As you walk towards this grave, the grave itself is about 4 feet wide, 6 feet long, and 6 feet deep. There is a patch of dirt right in front of it where it almost looks like someone stood and the ground crumbled beneath them. The headstone itself, you walk up to it and run your fingers across it, and it is smooth stone. You feel no history to this thing.
Is this our grave?
You're also able to notice, due to your perception check, that there is a small spot of blood about 8 feet out from the grave.
Hey yo, are we dead? The
We
vibe
might
check.
be.
Investigation check, am I dead? The
Survey says.
and hey, Shavine, can you
What?
perceive again? Can you look? Can you
What do you
maybe
want me to look
Ericina and
at?
Levelin? Maybe Ericina and Levelin were also here. You know, like maybe they're also dead.
Maybe.
Cause it's like blood already here. Not mine.
You said
Like
it's like
this
a.
thing am I dead?
You said it's like a small bit of blood, right?
Yeah, it's a small patch of blood. Uh, it's no, it's no bigger than this puzzle here. A few inches of space are taken up.
Does it look like it was dripping? Can I tell that? Like how it was
Give
put
me
there?
a serve. Give me a give me a nature or survival check.
Nature or survival? That is a 15 with my bonus.
15. So, the first thing you notice as you kind of crouch down and examine the patch of blood, you put your fingers to the soil and it's wet. This was recent. The amount of blood that was given out doesn't seem to be of any real concern, but this was recent. I will also say with that survival check, you're able to spot 4 other sets of footprints around the area.
4 sets of
There were
footprints.
4 people with us.
Yes. Can I tell like where they're going? Like
You you see the tracks heading out back towards the buildings that you exited.
Did they try to kill us?
did they succeed?
Are we dead? This is terrifying. What
Um,
if our friends killed us and we're dead now?
why is there only one grave then if it's both of us?
I don't know, maybe they expected us to share.
If I remember correctly, y'all are like what, 7 foot?
No.
We're way too tall for this tiny grave.
I'm only like 5 and a
5'9", I
half,
think, right?
but
So Shavine would fit in the grave.
I'd fit in the grave. Maybe they would just like fold you in half next to me.
That's so disrespectful. It's like I mean,
But if they're trying to
seems very rough.
if they're trying to kill us, they probably don't care because
Yeah, that's probably true. But I mean, I don't. Maybe we should go back in the building and then they'll. I don't know. We can like do that thing where we go away from the light and then we like go back into the being alive that's on the opposite end. You know.
we
You
can
know how in
try.
that
Yeah.
story there's like the guy who runs in the other direction on the hill and then he runs back and then he's alive again?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. It's like that. Maybe it's like that. Maybe we'll just not be dead if we go in that direction again. Maybe we should light the rooms on fire. Maybe that'll make us alive. Maybe that'll put us back.
Maybe we can try that. We also
maybe-
can look
wait.
at those buildings, maybe.
No, we were in the buildings. Those
No,
or
you're
are they
under.
different buildings?
So you exited a tunnel that went
Mhm.
by the building, not in the buildings, but by the buildings.
Oh no, yeah, we should probably let's check out those buildings. I'm sorry, I was very confused. I, as a
That is
player, was
fair.
very confused.
It's fine. It's fine. I I'm glad that it's working though. um
Yes, the disorientation that imparted upon me by this location is
so
bleeding into how I actually perceive the D&D game.
perfect. Um what are your passive perceptions?
My
Mine, I
passive
believe, is
perception. That's
11.
just perception bonus, right?
10 plus
No,
perception bonus, yeah.
Oh, I'm stupid. Yeah. 13 then.
11.
11. Shavine. As you two are walking back to the buildings, as they slowly appear back through the mist, you're able to see a light blue figure. The silhouette is humanoid, though it almost seems to waver and flicker with the movement of the mist. Kind of almost seems to look over at you two for a second, gesture, and then go towards the buildings.
Hello?
I don't know if I want to go in those buildings anymore.
I feel like it's important. I feel
Yeah.
this is part of the healing process or something.
The is this like is this our ghosts guide? I
Are we
don't.
like? Is there like our ghost dad, ghost mentor, ghost teacher?
Did you say ghost dad?
No, my dad's alive. Shut the fuck up, okay?
So
My
is
dad's alive.
mine.
Just two normal people with living dads following
And we
random
don't
strangers into misty buildings.
and we don't have the same dad. Why did you
We have
say
different
ghost
dads.
dad?
I don't know why I said ghost dad. Maybe when you're a ghost and you die, you get a new dad.
Maybe. I'm sorry. Maybe every ghost has the same dad?
These are all fascinating scientific questions, Shavine. I think we should follow the person.
Yeah.
So as you go towards the buildings, one thing you do notice is that the tunnel that you came out of seems smaller now.
Oh god.
Almost as if it's receding back into the earth.
I am glad we are
Do
not
we
still in there.
Xacome looks at themselves and sees if they are smaller.
It'd be seeing if you're bigger because the tunnel is receding, but oh yeah, you're the same size.
Okay, no, just because remember that time, Shavine, do you remember that time that I touched the orb? I don't know if you remember the time that I touched the orb and then I became 2 feet tall.
I do not, but I believe
I
you.
forgot about that. I forgot.
I'll never forget it.
Oh my
I'll never
god.
forget the time that I was a very small version of myself.
I forgot the mini tank. Charge!
Mini tank. Chee, chee.
I think we.
Charge!
I am glad we are not still in the tunnel, and I think we should go find our dad.
Yes, our
So,
ghost dad.
God.
Walking back, you see two buildings. One on the left that's set a little further back, and then the one that is right in front of you. It is an old stone structure that seems to be falling into ruins. It looks like it used to have a second floor, but it's all crumbled away now. Roots and vines are all that are left. The door to this building is an old dark oak. It hangs open, swinging on a singular hinge.
Sorry.
Bless you. Perfectly cut.
Thank you. Thank you. This is a creepy building.
It
Let's
sure is.
lock and load. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Walk into this building, torch first. Bam.
Even as you enter with the torch first, the shadows almost seem darker than what they should be and dance and flicker on the edges of the light that the fire provides. There is a table running along the left wall with a red table runner with gold trim. The stone floor and carpet that used to lay here is broken, tattered, in disarray. A slight musty and rancid smell reaches your ears.
Reaches our ears.
I was going to say, reaches your fucking ears. What am I saying? Reaches your nose. Sorry, I had sound in my head for a second. Like, I'm not describing sounds. What the fuck am I doing? Yes,
I
a
love when the
must.
smell reaches my ears.
God, don't quote that for fuck's sake.
Clip it. Clip it.
I
Yeah, this is one for the trailer.
This trailer.
That's why I was thinking of yours. In the chat, it's my ears.
Yeah.
In caps, and I was just looking at it. God.
Yeah, no.
Oh
I
god.
just saw that.
Reaches, not reaches.
What do we hear
Reach
with
my
our
ears.
nose?
Oh.
Anything?
Oh my god. Anyways, that is what a
So do we see our ghost
see our
dad
ghost
in the
dad?
building?
No, you do not see your ghost dad. There's also
Can
I almost forgot to mention there is a doorway along the far back left corner of the room, heading to the west.
Let's follow it. Let's get over to that door.
Yeah, maybe we can find our ghost dad for adoption, I guess.
No, I don't think they have adoption in the ghost world.
Oh my god.
He has to become our dad somehow.
I feel like it's probably something that's more like, I don't know, like a spiritual transfer of fathership or something. Like you die and then he becomes your dad.
That would work. Does that does that mean when my dad dies, he's gonna be both my dad and my grandfather?
Xacome looks off into the distance. I think he's your dad and your granddad and your brother.
Wait, but if I had a kid and the kid also died, then he would also be my husband.
No! Oh. No! Now, how did you get there? I don't see how you got there.
I love just the amount of brain cell energy that there is here tonight.
There's just so
There's
many brain
no brain
cells
cell
for rubbing
energy.
together tonight.
Just
because there's no brain cells.
like there's like half a brain cell between your two characters.
The rest of
Yeah,
them
this is
now
great.
are in the spirit worlds with Ghost Dad.
They're ghost dead. Okay, let's do this thing. Let's get to the end of this hallway.
So,
Room
as
hallway.
you reach the doorway into the next room, the first thing that hits you is that smell of rancid meat. Hits you in the
I
face
hate
like a
that.
truck. You have, just looking around, you seem to have found the kitchen. Pots and pans are scattered about the place. Flies
Not the
and
kitchen.
maggots are on most of the surfaces, buzzing around. In the
We found
corner,
all the bugs. Oh, sorry, you weren't.
in the corner of the room, you see a pile of what you assume used to be meat rotting away. A small bone on top of it.
A bow or a bone?
Bone. A
It's like
small bone.
a tiny bone on top of like a pile of meat.
Yes.
That's
Is the meat
weird.
alive?
Is the meat what?
Is the meat alive?
I don't know. You gonna investigate it? You gonna go check it out?
Is the meat ours?
Yeah.
Is the meat ours? Cause is that our bodies?
No.
Hmm.
No, probably not.
It could be. Do you want me to check it out? Do you,
Yeah, you're the
okay.
smart one. You should probably look at
Okay.
it.
Can I I'm gonna draw my sword and poke it at the meat. Cause I don't want this meat to be alive. Gross.
Why'd you make the meat sounds, Alton? Why'd you make the meat sounds?
But I'm always making the meat sounds.
No! Why'd you have to go and make the meat sounds?
Those meat sounds were unpleasant for my nose.
Oh my god. I am a human. I am always making the meat noises. Because I am, in the end, meat.
At the end of the day, aren't we all?
Just meat.
Just meat. Just meat. Meat boys walking around.
So, can I
Baked meat.
like roll nature or survival or something to investigate this meat?
Are you trying to determine what kind of meat it is?
Yeah,
Or
I think
like,
so.
okay,
Like what?
then I will let you do nature or medicine.
Nature or medicine? I have exactly the same score in those. It's a 19 either way.
19. So, which one are you doing, nature or medicine?
I'll do nature, I guess.
So, kind of investigating the meat a bit, you kind of swat away some of the flies, kind of holding your nose a little bit because the smell is just that bad. It's hard to tell where this meat came from at first, but what you can tell, just based purely off of the bone, that's laying on top of it. This isn't from an animal. This doesn't look like it's from wild game.
So, some sort of humanoid creature or
From
something?
from you can guess. You can't tell what bone it is, but you know that it is far too it's it's not it doesn't seem to be part of any animal that you know of that you would butcher and cook.
Does it still have
Ooh.
skin on it?
It does not have skin.
Okay. This might be our meat.
Oh no, I don't want it to
It's
be our meat.
it's not a normal food meat though.
Mm. Oh, I don't like that. Oh no.
Trying to think of what else I can do.
Let's just move on. Let's keep rolling. Right? Let's just keep rolling because you know.
Yeah, we probably should do that.
As you start to exit the building, you hear some sort of commotion from the building next to it. A large clang and clatter of metal and the clash of stone.
Mm.
Wanna go look
Should we
at what
maybe try
that
and go
was?
over there?
Yeah, probably.
As you move to check it out, you're able to notice as you get closer to this building, the fog revealing more of its secrets. You see another cluster of things in the distance near the ground. They look they kind of look like gravestones again, though it's hard to identify anything through the fog. The second building that you approach is again stone, though as you approach it, some of the mortar that was used to build this kind of tumbles down the building, landing right in front of your feet. The door that used to be here looks to be nothing but splinters now.
Mm. This is bad.
I don't like it. It's probably not good. Um, you wanna go inside?
Yeah. I'll pass off the torch to Shavine and I'll pull out the halberd.
That sounds like a good idea.
As you enter, weapons at the ready, the first thing you take in is that this looks to be a barracks of some sort. In the far corner, about 15 feet out, you see what looks to be stands of armor and a rack of swords and other halberds crashed onto the floor. Looking over to your left, you see lines and lines of beds for people to sleep in. But what catches your attention the most is that figure that you saw earlier in the forest and within the mist, hovering there, crouched over one of the beds.
Dad?
I put my hand in Shavine's face. I use the opportunity. Make the fire big.
As your light brightens, you're able to get more detail, especially as it slowly turns towards you, and you see its face just charred. Bits of flesh and skin just gone. Some of it hanging around its jaw still. Its eye almost like runny eggs run over exposed sinew and bone. And it just kind of looks at you for a second. Have you come to join me in my misery?
Oh. No, never. Why?
Because misery enjoys company. Isn't that what is said nowadays?
I mean, like, yeah, but like, no, we don't want this. We just showed up here.
The wisps have their ways. It is always nice to have another meal at my doorstep.
No. No.
Nope. Nope. No.
This figure, faster than lightning, gets up onto their feet and lunges towards you, and right as you put up your defenses to fight, it almost disappears into a light blue mist that floats outside and joins the fog.
What the shit? What the fuck was that?
No. Is the mist the same color as the rest of the fog, or?
The mist and fog are a dirty white to gray, almost like a cloud of ash.
We took a long rest before our last session, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. Because
So I
make sure I have all
don't.
my spell slots.
I don't think that was our bodies, but it might
No.
be. It might be if we don't get out of here.
Shavine, I have to break this to you. I'm pretty sure we're both still alive.
As if that's the sad fucking news.
I'm pretty sure we're both still alive.
Fuck.
Okay, so I don't have to go through the ghost dad paradox yet.
Yeah,
That's
maybe we'll
good.
save that one for later.
Maybe.
Yeah. It could be not that much later if we don't get out of here, though.
Yes,
So
I agree with you.
I do think we should leave.
Let's do that.
Yes.
So where are you two going?
Okay, so wait, at the end of this room and all of these beds, what in this other than the weird creepy burn guy?
Well,
The burn guy's no longer there. I understand this, but I mean, like,
well, I was gonna say, as you look over the beds, you actually see skeletons.
Hmm.
Some
That
of them
seems
charred
bad.
black, though it's odd seeing as there are no other signs of a fire.
Does this relate to the runes reacting to
I
the
think
fire?
it does. I
How is that
think it does
related?
relate to that.
I fucking bot go away.
I bought Be Gone. I believe you. I think that these are related somehow. And
Yes.
yeah. Let's figure that out. Not here. Where the
Not here,
weird gooey
yes.
burn guy.
So
What's a ghost like which weapon the least? The halberd or the axe?
you mean the sword? Your axe. Do you have an axe?
I do.
Ghosts? Well, it depends. If the ghosts have a physical form, then I don't know, but if they don't, then I don't think it's gonna matter.
I know. If only we had some sort of ghost catching machine.
I think the axe, it's probably a better idea to slice up the ghosts. I don't know.
Well, I think that the halberd also slices up the ghost.
It could.
In any case, I'm gonna cast. No, I'm trying to think if I should save this for smites. But I might want to cast Shield of Faith on Shavine so we don't die.
Just be aware of how long the spell lasts.
Oh yeah, I should maybe wait till combat.
Okay. We had that other area that looked like more gravestones.
Yeah. Why are we in Ghost Town right now? I don't want to be in Ghost Town anymore.
I don't.
I just gotta say, as a godly person, this is probably my least favorite adventure that we've been on this whole time.
Yeah.
That gooey thing has been the most disturbing thing I have ever seen. Point blank, period. And I hated it so much. And I can't believe he was asking us questions and stuff. It's like, why are you asking questions? I don't know why. And he's gonna turn us into meat boys?
We already are meat.
No! You know what I mean when I say meat. You know, like he's gonna take the parts of us that make us not meat, like our consciousness and our beating hearts and our organs and stuff, and he's gonna take it out and make us. Those are the important meats, though. Those are the meats that make you more than meat.
I think he's gonna take out the non-meats and get rid of those.
The meats that make you more than meats.
This is a lot of philosophical questions for one day, and like I've said before many times, I am not a scientist. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. I don't know.
Yeah.
I bet fucking Levelin or some shit can probably teleport or some shit, and that's why they're not here anymore.
I can't tell if burning them would not hurt them or hurt them extra. But it feels like fire would be weird with these guys.
Can I roll survival to see if, like, those 4 footsteps, like, with that, I don't know if that's or like investigation or something.
Here's the thing: the footprints stopped at the first building you entered. They didn't go to the second building.
Oh, so was that the meat? I think we found our meat pile.
Not the meat boys! Not the meat boys! I want to set the building on fire out of spite, but I feel like maybe that would make it more powerful.
What if one of the footsteps was 'Cause something had to be there to make them meat boys, so it could have just been three meat people, which means this probably isn't our friends.
No. The ghost made them meet people. We need to get out of here right now. We need to
Okay,
get out of
yeah.
this building right
We
now.
can think about ghost philosophy and meat philosophy later. Let's just leave.
Let's hustle it. Like a soccer coach, like a young soccer coach, Xacome starts clapping and running at the same time.
I think that's the title of the episode right there. Meat philosophy.
Episode 9,
philosophy.
Meat Boys.
Meat
The
boys.
philosophy of meat. Oh god.
Is that Ratatouille?
Oh god.
Is that Ratatouille?
Okay, so what are y'all doing now?
So we can go look at the graves. Was there like a trail leading away from all of this?
I'm gonna say with the nature that you used to track before, there wasn't.
Okay. So I think we can go to the other gravestones.
Yeah, let's check out the other graves.
So as you approach this graveyard, the
Oh,
stones
shit.
are actually spaced out this time. And there are legible names upon the headstones. All of them written in common, thankfully.
Mhm.
While the actual names seem to be eroded away, you're able to pick out ranks of First Lieutenant, Commander, Private, Sergeant.
So this
There,
isn't us.
Definitely not.
underneath the names are the different symbols for each rank.
This is an army ghost town? Is this the people in the barracks? And then how did their meat get off their bones and into the graves? Or is this different people? More meat philosophy.
I think that maybe the weird bird guy is turning the people into meat who were alive.
Yes. And why would he care about the graves? Is he like. Oh! He could be grave robbing and taking them after.
I
they're
think we
buried?
should stop considering the philosophy of the weird burned ghost who wanted to turn us into piles of meat.
Alright, we can figure this out later. Um. Should I roll like a perception or investigation to see if I can notice anything else about the graves?
Perception is if you're doing just a quick look over. Investigation is if you're actually like going around and taking time to try and find things.
Can I roll an investigation for the area then?
Yes, you can.
That is an 8 with my bonus.
There's a sort of fear and anxiety that seem to cling to your very blood at the moment, and you're nervous and anxious just to even step into the graveyard and step between the graves.
Nice. Kami, can you try?
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. What do I have to roll for this?
Investigation.
Okay. I rolled a nat 20.
Nat 20.
Tell me what's going on here, Alton.
Through your own unfortunate circumstance of having to bury your own brother, the memory of a grave is
Yeah.
stuck permanently in your mind. It's almost like you see it every night when you dream. And as you're walking around, one of the graves seem off. It seems almost larger than what it should be. And the headstone for it is loose.
Yeah, let's check this one out. Does the headstone have, as we get closer to it, does the headstone have anything on it? Right.
It has First Lieutenant Torin.
We have met a Torin. Maybe it's a different one, but we have met somebody with that name. So there's that. And looking at the grave, like it's a burial, like it's a mound that's too large, right? Like it's not or is it an empty hole?
It's not the mound itself that seems too large, but you can almost see the dimensions of it, and it almost seems just too long and too wide. Not by any extremely noticeable amount. You would pass it over if you were just, looking at it, but it feels too big.
Interesting.
That makes sense right now.
So it's a big grave for a person.
But yeah, can I spend another divine sense right now?
Yeah, you can pop one.
Okay.
So as using a divine sense, closing your eyes and reaching out with the divinity blessed upon by your deity, you feel almost surrounded by undeath. Almost as if the mist itself is somehow alive. And once again, things seem at the same time almost hollow in the ring of the divine within your ears.
So the grave under me, does it feel like this is like the same undead that is where around me, or is this like
Well,
a
the
not
grave
undead?
itself, oddly enough, does not seem to give off any sense.
So like absence of undead in that area.
Yes.
Do you
Once
think there's
again, it's like the mist around you is the undeath.
Do you think maybe the thing that the weird guy did where he turned into the mist is happening to everyone?
I think maybe the mist just spits them out or something. Maybe the entire army is the mist, or the mist is the entire army, or the army became the mist, or the mist was the army, or the mist is the army now. Everybody's dead and they're all in the mist. Everything is dead and it's in the mist and sit the ground and sit everywhere. But not here. Not this grave. Right? This one. I think maybe it's a door and I think we should try to dig it up.
Maybe. Yeah. Hmm.
Do we get the sense that that's a bad idea? Do we?
I'm not going to tell you that.
Great, lovely.
But are you trying to dig up the grave?
Um. Yes.
So, as you dig with whatever spade, shovel, or your hands, whatever you choose, it takes you quite some time to move through the earth. But after you get about a foot in, you hit something. It seems to be a slab of wood. One solid slab. And as you clear out the dirt around it, you don't see any sort of planks as if it were for a coffin. It is just one large piece of wood, almost like pressed
Hey,
board.
this is just quick interruption. The reason I was getting so many spam calls from Texas is because it was the Academy of Art University trying to call me.
Oh!
I was blocking their numbers.
Oh god, that's not a good thing.
Oh
Oh my
no.
god, you better call them. You better call them back at some point.
Oh my god, of course. Sam, I cannot. I keep getting. That is honestly, this is the best thing that's happened to me today because I was like, I'm getting stalked and I'm about to be murdered by somebody in Texas.
All my exes live in Texas.
Oh my god.
Mega
Yeah,
lol.
so it looks like wood for a coffin.
No, not for a coffin.
There's nothing. Not for a coffin.
Well,
A normal coffin would be made out of planks of wood. This is one just sheet.
I wonder if we lifted up the plank, what we would find underneath, or possibly on the
Let's
plank itself.
let's knock on it real quick just to make sure there's nothing underneath.
So
That would work.
as you knock on the wood, it actually bends a bit, and you hear a deep kind of almost an echo under it.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, Shavine, let's get off of this. Let's stand back real quick. As for thaumaturgy, I can use it to open, make doors swing open. If this is locked, then it won't. But if it's unlocked, then it will.
Yes, is that what you're doing?
Yes, we're going to get a little bit far away from it, though, just in case.
You reach out with your thaumaturgy,
Mhm.
and the weirdest thing happens. I need I need you to roll me a d20 plus your wisdom modifier.
Both of us, or
So
For ye who are doing
just
thaumaturgy.
me. Okay, 'tis I. That's a 19.
You almost feel like the magic is slipping away, but you're able to grasp it, pull it back into your being, and throw it at this plank of wood, and there's a doesn't open, but it does jiggle.
Mhm.
If it bent, we could probably break it open. Like if we threw something at it.
We can just whack it with the axe or the halberd or the
Yeah,
sword. Just hit it.
we can do a big bonk.
Oh, actually, yeah. Sorry. So we can. I think we should. Is there like a hinge or something that's visible from the outside?
Not that you can see at the moment.
So I have to unblock all these people. um, the yeah. So let's just try and. I think we should just try and hit it. Weapons. See if they
Yeah.
could do that.
So you take some time to whack and stomp and chop away at this wooden board. And as you send it to splinters, you're able to see a stone staircase that goes deep into the earth.
Okay.
Can I see
Well,
anything down?
You see what looks to be a hallway, almost 20, 30 feet down.
I don't know if I want to go in there, but I feel like we have to.
I think that it's the only way out, and I surely do not want to see the weird guy who said he'd turn us into meat. So,
Yeah,
well,
that
I don't know
is.
why he was looking so lovingly at those skeletons. I feel like that's a bad sign.
Hmm. I just realized, does he use bones as like garnishes for his meat piles?
No, let's. As much as I think that that is probably true, we should probably descend the weird stone staircase under the grave now.
Can he eat bones?
Shikomi pushes Shavine into the stairs.
And as we do that, we're going to take our break for now.
Oh.
We will be back in 15 minutes, y'all. Welcome back, everyone.
Hello.
Wow, hello.
So,
I had to do them in between takes. It's pretty
as
wild.
as we come back to our intrepid adventurers, our tiefling buddies, walking down a stairwell that leads deep beneath the earth. You find yourself once again within a labyrinth of tunnels. You have, after about 15 feet, you have three options in front of you. You have straight, a little off to the left, and then there almost seems to be a tunnel that doubles back behind you.
Mm. Well, Shavine, what do you think?
Hmm. I don't know.
Well, I say, well, we came from the back.
No, as in like you have your one tunnel that you're currently in. You have one tunnel that goes straight,
Mm-hmm.
one tunnel that goes to your left, and then
Mm-hmm.
kind of to your right, you kind of walk around and then it doubles back at a different angle.
I feel like I don't understand what you're saying.
Okay, so it's kind of here.
Oh, we're getting a demonstration.
We get a map. We get a map.
Kinda, sorta.
Maps.
I have to
On
think.
the map, on the map, on the map, on the map. How do I remember that?
So the X is where you guys. Oh God, I don't think this is gonna work as well as I thought it would. So
Oh.
this is kind of where you guys are. This is what doubles back. Then you have your forward and your left offshoot.
Well, let's go forward. I feel like forward is very trusty direction.
Yes, and it leads away from where we are.
Mm-hmm. That's
So
pretty smart.
you continue walking forward for a little bit, and you find the air growing hotter as you move further down beneath the earth. Eventually, there seems to be some steam hanging in the air. And as you exit the tunnel into the room, you see a large circular construction before you. There is a 10-foot walkway that rings around the room, but anything on the inside of that ring looks to be boiling water. There are tables throughout the area, along with a cage hanging right in the center of the pool, about 10 feet above it.
Hmm.
Um, boiling water sounds bad. Does it look like hazard? Does this place look hazardous to walk through, or like?
The ring looks safe to walk around, but
Mhm.
the center, it being boiling water.
Mhm.
I mean, unless you want to become stew, I highly recommend you don't.
Is there a so at the end? Is there a passageway onward, or is this the like of this corridor?
There doesn't look to be a passageway forward, but there does look to be something built into the wall.
Okay, let's go check that out.
So as you slowly make your way to the other side of this 50-foot room, you find yourself standing at what almost seems to be an altar carved into the stone and dirt. Different occult figures and symbols lay upon the shelving, and a singular book bound in a damp leather lays upon the white cloth.
Should we You said it's a book, right? I'm not just
Yeah.
zoning out completely.
Yes, there is a book upon the altar.
Is there anything on the outside of it, like any writing or anything?
While there is no writing, there does seem to be the remnants of a locking mechanism.
Should we
Mm,
read the book? I don't think so.
yeah. I think we should. Let's pick it up.
Yeah.
I'll pick it up. I'll touch it. Well, actually,
We're
it's
heat.
wrapped in a.
Aren't we heat resistant because we're tieflings?
You
Or something like
are
that.
you're fire resistant, so you take half
Fire
damage from
resistant.
any fire stuff, and you are a little more resistant to heat. Not to the point where you can walk in and
Okay,
dive
but
into boiling water.
Yeah.
no, but the picking up the book, it's wrapped in a cloth, and I'm not gonna take the cloth off
It's
of it.
it's
I
not
want to only hold
it's
it
not
from
wrapped in a
here.
cloth. It's
Oh,
Leather.
bound in leather.
oh. Wait, what was the white cloth? I heard you say that.
The altar, like the altar and the table, is covered in a white cloth.
Oh, sorry, I mixed that up.
It's fine. I was
Um,
being a little poetic.
no, no, it's because I'm like skipping every other word for some reason in my brain.
Oof.
It's just like it's like when you're trying to read something really fast, and it's like you're get spark notes of the sentence. You're just like bird crossroad, and you're like, maybe I
Yeah,
can
yeah. You
figure
get
out.
you get like
Maybe I
the
can use some deductive reasoning.
you get the gist of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I was just like, a book, white cloth. The um so I'm actually but I am gonna try and grab it with Shakomi's gonna try and grab the book with the cloth on their hand, not like touching the book, because I feel like that might set something off. Maybe it's cursed.
Okay, so you take the white cloth. Are you putting the other kind of like figurines and symbols on the altar onto the shelves, or are you just throwing it all to the ground?
Ooh, that's very good. That's a very good point. I think that maybe Shikobi will try to grab it with, not with the cloth of the, but with the cloth of their like poncho, just like a faux glove.
So you're picking up the book with the poncho.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are able to pick up the book. It does feel fairly heavy. It's almost about the size of kind of like an encyclopedia, like a full
Mm-hmm.
encyclopedia slash law book.
Mm-hmm.
And
Can we
well,
open it?
you
Can
have
I open it without touching it?
you can. And as you crack it open, you see jumbled words in Draconic like you saw before. It doesn't make a lot of sense to you. It's almost written in kind of like the green potato house ran cliff.
This hoogity boogity nonsense.
You know, the one thing that does stand out to you though, let me do. It's going to be in your lovely art.
Ooh, okay.
Uh, loading, 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 loading. Uh,
Voila.
did it not? Is it
It
not?
has not posted.
It
No, it
has
should be
not sent.
downloaded on my computer, but apparently not. So we're just going to cheese this for a second.
Hot dog, hot diggity dog.
Uh, so hold on, dear viewers, for but a moment. Your lovely art that we have to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. It's currently uploading into the Discord, then I'll throw it on the screen for everyone else.
Sweet.
You do find
Yes.
that written in.
Okay.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And then for everyone else who is viewing this, add source, do. Hello, computer, would you like to work with me?
Is that draconic?
It is draconic. Um,
I'm very glad I forgot how to read it then, because I used to know, and I would have not known what this meant. I have a terrible
I
memory, so not anymore.
where the frick did it go? I know it's on my system. I literally just saved it. There it is. Why are you asking me to do this? Do I have to save it in a different fucking format? Oh god, come on.
Hot diggity dog. It's a brand
Hot
new
dog.
day. What you waiting for? If I was a look, if I wasn't so like absolutely jack shit nervous about school right now, I would be making jokes and cracking hot funnies. But every
And
time I pause to remember that I am not, in fact, Shakome Swiftwind, a 6 foot fucking powerhouse of a giant red person who lives in the real world who has to fill out college apps, I die a little inside.
oof. That's all I gotta say. Uh,
I would make so many good funnies if I wasn't fucking shitting my pants right now.
yeah, and I know I'm not exactly helping with that, so.
Yeah, you and your ooey gooey burned man trying to turn us into a rotting meat pile.
I I don't know why this file is wanting to be a bitch. This is a little disappointing. Like, I don't understand why it just doesn't want to exist right now. Like, come on. Why? Okay, well, I guess you lovely viewers are not going to be able to see this right now. 'Cause Oh, now it shows up.